The battle for box office supremacy. Chainsaw Man's rise and the contenders. In a thrilling display of cinematic prowess, Chainsaw Man the movie Reze Arc has emerged as a formidable force at the U.S. box office. With an impressive opening weekend projected to rake in $14 to $15 million, and potentially even more, this anime adaptation is leaving its competitors in the dust. The film, based on the acclaimed manga series, boasts a perfect 100% critic score and a near-perfect 99% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, a rare feat that has moviegoers buzzing. Produced by MAPPA, this R-rated masterpiece has captivated audiences worldwide. Since its release in Japanese cinemas last month, Chainsaw Man has amassed an impressive global gross of over $64 million. Sony and Crunchyroll are now bringing this animated sensation to domestic and select international markets, and the response has been nothing short of extraordinary. As Chainsaw Man prepares to dominate the U.S. box office, it finds itself in a battle for the top spot with Blumhouse and Universal's hit, Black Phone 2. Initially expected to be a close race, Chainsaw Man quickly pulled ahead after earning an impressive $3.4 million in Thursday previews. But here's where it gets controversial. Black Phone 2, along with two other new releases, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, and the Colleen Hoover adaptation, Regretting You, are all vying for the second spot on the charts. The impact of the World Series on the weekend box office remains to be seen. While NFL games typically pose a greater challenge, the first two games of this year's World Series, featuring the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays, could influence moviegoers' choices. With LA being the largest moviegoing market alongside New York City, and also the biggest market for anime, the outcome is anyone's guess. Chainsaw Man the movie follows the extraordinary journey of Denji, a teenager and demon hunter, played by Kikunosuke Toya. After being killed by his Yakuza overlords, Denji is brought back to life by his beloved chainsaw-powered devil dog, Pochita, voiced by Shiori Izawa. With the ability to transform parts of his body into chainsaws, Denji embarks on a violent yet romantic adventure with the mysterious Reze. However, Reze's true identity and intentions are soon revealed, leading to a series of battles that threaten to destroy Tokyo. Directed by Tatsuya Yoshihara and based on Tatsuki Fujimoto's original story, the film has received praise from critics. Manga and anime fans will find much to love, writes THR, even with some nitpicking about certain narrative aspects. Bruce Springsteen's biodrama, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, grossed a respectable $850,000 in Thursday previews, with a Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 66% and a stronger audience score of 83%. This adult-skewing film is expected to benefit from its 250 IMAX runs and additional premium large-format screenings. Jeremy Allen White takes on the titular role, delivering a raw and internalized performance as the boss, according to THR's review. Jeremy Strong, Stephen Graham, and Odessa Young also star in this music-infused drama, directed by Scott Cooper, which explores the brutal aftermath of a blockbuster tour and the creation of Springsteen's most personal album. Regretting You, the second Colleen Hoover book adaptation to hit the big screen, is facing a unique challenge. While the film, playing in 3,593 locations, follows the aspirational theme of living life without regrets, it has received generally poor reviews. However, with a notable lack of female-centric product at the multiplex, Regretting You could find its audience. Constantin Films produced and financed the movie, with Paramount acquiring domestic and certain overseas rights, and the film is opening internationally this week in 40 markets. At the specialty box office, Neon launches Shelby Oaks, a found-footage film directed by YouTube critic Chris Stuckman. With an opening weekend projection of $2 to $2.5 million, this debut feature has already made waves by raising $1.4 million via a Kickstarter campaign, the highest amount ever for a horror title. As the dust settles on this weekend's box office battle, one thing is clear. Chainsaw Man has proven its mettle, but the fight for the top spots is far from over. Which film will emerge as the true winner? Only time will tell.